Just waiting for Facebook to join in. Good morning! Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Hello, everyone. I hope you had a delightful weekend. It's now time to jump in, get in. What's up, guys? What's up, Alex? I've seen a bunch of people joining. I'm waving at everyone who's joining because I can't quite read it because I need thicker glasses, as if these weren't thick enough. I think that says Pay. Hey, what's up, Pay? So today's mantra is kind of, we're getting deep into the year, in Los Angeles at least. This is the time when the market goes bonkers. Like I've kept saying over the past few months, we're kind of at a watershed right now. I was chatting with a dear friend of mine who's a top agent in Los Angeles, and there is a creeping up of inventory right now. And I think in Los Angeles, the market is beginning to show the signs of kind of plateauing a little bit. And into next year, I don't think this is a bad thing. I actually think this is a really good thing. It's going to give all of those buyer's agents much more opportunity, because right now buyer's agents are just getting beaten out over and over and over again. And people want to smash their heads into walls because they are so frustrated. And I think what it means is the market is, it's certainly in California, in Los Angeles, the steam is going to gently come out of it, not meaning that there's going to be any kind of like crash or like we're going to go into a recession. At least I don't think we are. But I think what's going to happen is the market is going to return to normal, which is a really, really good thing because it's been heavily weighted for sellers. And I think now it's going to swing a little bit more back into the middle, which means all of you guys who get tons of business through being a buyer's agent, which I know is many of us, I believe next year it's going to be a little bit easier. So this year is the last year of the rates, but this is not what this mantra is about. This mantra is about how to become a ninja real estate agent. How does one become a ninja real estate agent? I'm going to lean in so I can read. Okay, what's up, Alex? Hey, the art of real estate joined. What's up, darling? Nick, Asha, hello, everyone. Everyone, hello. So the mantra this week is how to become a real estate ninja, and I'm going to break down the steps of everything that I did and everything that I still do that enables me to kind of stay on top of my game, dare I say, remain a real estate ninja. Really, in order to become skillful, not just in real estate, but in anything, it boils down to 3 categories, right? I'm going to say them now, and I'm going to drill down on them later in the mantra. But it comes down to these 3 categories. Number 1, you might want to write these down. Number 1, it is discovery. Discovery, which is finding out what to do. Okay, research, blah, 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 blah. I'm going to go into that more at length. Number 2 is effort, right? Once we find out how to do something, how do we apply it to us and our business and our careers? And number 3 is ability. Once we have started to apply said techniques to our business, how do we get really good? How does our ability improve? So I'm going to go into this at length during this mantra. This is a really, really important one, and I'm just kind of feeling the juices flowing this morning with all of this information. I woke up in the middle of the night on Saturday, and I'm like, this is the mantra for Monday. Good morning, Jamie. Hey, good morning, Renee. Okay. Becoming a ninja, now by definition, a ninja or a black belt or a virtuoso, they don't wake up like this, right? This is, I think, one of the biggest bones of contention I have with our industry and with kind of all industries, which is we kind of go, okay, I want to be an expert in the field, so I am now a self-proclaimed expert. Well, what makes us an expert? What makes us an expert is mastering our craft, right? In my experience, PLG excluded, of course, but in my experience, what I see a lot, not all, but a lot of real estate people do, they kind of wake up on a Monday morning, jump straight back into the grind that they were doing on Friday afternoon, and there isn't really much of a change. There isn't really, you're kind of doing the same thing over and over and over and over again, which of course in real estate we have to do, but I want to dig into how to master your craft, and I'm gonna give you some examples. When I was a kid, right, many of you don't know this, many of you do, I was a classical trombonist, believe it or not, and I was a very accredited one. I was actually given a free studentship by the Royal College of Music when I was 11 years old because I was an exceptional classical trombonist, so they said. They didn't give them out for free, but I got one for free. Now, I didn't just have, I mean, I had a knack for it, yes, but I spent frigging hours and hours and hours and hours and hours practicing. I practiced every day my trombone because I wanted to make sure that I could be as good as I could be. And if I was, this is the mantra for my life. And if I was going to fail at it, I'd rather give it my all and then fail so I could move on to something else rather than half-arsing it and then kind of like jump into something else and half-arsing it and jumping into something else and half-arsing it, right? So these virtuoso pianists or these megastar DJs, they don't just wake up. You know, people like Tony Robbins, people like Richard Branson, they don't just wake up being these giants of industry. They practice and research and practice and research and practice and research to get really good at what they do. I'm going to make a recommendation to everybody. What's up, Javier? To everyone who is watching this mantra. This is something that I do. Take 1 hour a day. Yes, 1 hour a day, including weekends, people. Outside of what you, outside of your work week, outside of your work day. Take 1 hour outside of your work day, meaning do it at 6 in the morning, 7 in the morning, 8 at night, 9 at night, 10 at night, 3 in the morning. I don't give a toss, just do it. Take 1 whole hour and research what you want to become a master of. That is step 1 of becoming a ninja, discovery. We can't just sit in a room and expect divine intervention to give us the answers. We must learn from other people who are doing a great job at this. For example, when I was a record producer, right, I didn't just sit in a room and kind of do this and write songs and kind of, I need to write a hit. I would listen to all the hits that were out there. This is me going through my record box. That's showing you how long ago it was. This is me going through my record box, looking at all the records that had come out, getting inspiration from them, learning from them, and thinking, well, I like this and I like that. And then I wrote, you know, hit records. It's the same with real estate. I'm going to give you some websites. I've given you these before, but I'm going to give you some websites right now so that you can dig in. These are people that I watch and websites that I go to. The most obvious one for research is Inman.com. Yes, Inman.com. I know you all know about that one, but Inman.com is something that I look at every single day. Another one whose opinion I like, I'm not sure if I like the products, but I like their voice, is 1000watt.net. That's 1000watt.net. I look at their blog. Now, if you're like me and you like video and you like to learn about how to improve the quality of that craft, which is beautifully dovetailed into real estate, I look at people like Peter McKinnon on YouTube. Peter McKinnon, I'm saying everybody's name twice so you can Google it and find it. That guy gives away all of the secrets on how to use lenses, cameras, lighting, this, that, up your Instagram game, everything. And I research and consume and digest all of this information that comes out. Last but not least, people, is masterclass.com. Masterclass.com. What if I could say to you, I've kind of done it in reverse. If I said to you, hey, would you like to have some time with Frank Gehry to pick his brains about what makes him tick? Would you go out for dinner if it was only going to cost you $100 and kind of sit in front of Frank Gehry and find out all of his tips and tricks and just really what makes this absolute giant of architecture tick? Well, you can, ladies and gentlemen behind me. I don't know if you can see it because of the shine, but I have here the masterclass of Frank Gehry, which I'm about to jump into because I'm addicted to learning. I want to learn what makes him tick. And that is $99. I think there's even a deal right now where you can have every masterclass for $99. Martin Scorsese. I mean, there's Spike Lee. There's a million people in there that I can kind of just sit in a room with and learn from for $100. Maybe it's $200. I'd pay $1,000. Okay, bring it down a bit, Pete. Bring it down. To you guys that are in Los Angeles, but this isn't just LA, because there is a company that has released a product which I think is really, really, excuse me, I got a little allergies, a very powerful product that has been released across the United States, which is a data mining app. The name of that app is Remine, R-E-M-I-N-E. R-E-M-I-N-E. It just got released in Los Angeles. If you're a Los Angeles agent, you get it for free, right? You get the basic platform for free. What this allows us to do is super granularly dial down on data in a neighborhood. For example, let's do here. I'm at the foot of the Hollywood Hills right now. If I wanted to find 1,000 homes around me and find which 150 homes are most likely to sell in the next 2 years, pow! Remine gives me that information. Bear in mind, Remine gives that information to anybody who wants it. So it's going to get real competitive for those type of listings, but I've got a whole other strategy for that. But that's in another show. Last app I want to go over for today. God, I'm just so freaking amped right now. The next app I want you guys to dial into, because if you're watching this, it means you're kind of savvy on social media. You need to be tracking your social media numbers. At PLG, we've been diving down into an app that I'm really fond of at the moment, and it is called Iconosquare. Iconosquare. I-C-O-N-O Square, I think. You can figure it out. What this does, it gives you granular analytics on what posts are performing, including in your main feed and Instagram stories. If you get the $30 package, which you absolutely should get, you also get to track your Facebook data. And what it does is it shows you what's working, what isn't working, so that you can then not pander to your crowd, but you can see which posts people really reacted to and then adjust your game accordingly. It's a freaking game changer. And for the last part of the mantra, I'm trying to shorten the mantras a little bit because I tend to rattle on. For the last part of the mantra, I want to go over one more time in detail how to become a real estate ninja, okay? It boils down to those 3 categories that I spoke about earlier. Number 1, discovery, right? Discovery, which is research. We must consume and consume and consume data on a daily basis. I like to consume my data through YouTube, and I like to go onto blogs. I'm not really much one for, just end that call. I'm not one for really kind of getting down in the weeds with numbers. That's just not my vibe. But I love YouTube, and I find great information from Inman, from 1000 Watt. I also watch other real estate people that I like. I go on their websites. I see what they're doing in social media. I see what they're doing in marketing, and I make notes in my book. Look, I've got all these tags in my moleskin of all the stuff that I just like, and I write it down. Second, and now I've lost my page. Second, discover is effort, right? Effort is everything. So now we've learned the techniques from people, right? We've been inspired. We've found, oh, I really like what that gal did in San Diego. Or I really like that guy who's in the Midwest, Terry Wagoner, who does awesome videos that are really funny. And then it's a case of you put your own stamp on it. You find something you like, you find a technique that other people are doing that's working for them, you try it out in your way, and if you don't copy, if you just put your heart and soul into it, ultimately, it's gonna look and feel like you, right? So it's trial and error, not being afraid to fall flat on your ass, look like a total wanker, as we say in England, and just keep practicing, 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 practicing. Remember what I said about that 10-year-old little boy in his room practicing his trombone every night? That was me when I was a child, right? I do the same with real estate techniques right now. I'll find inspiration that I like, and I will try it and try it and try it. The ones that I like, I keep. The ones that I don't like, I throw away. The ones that are successful, I run towards the light. The ones that are unsuccessful, you know, I kind of say thanks, but no thanks. Experimentation. The last part of being a real estate ninja is ability. Becoming a master of your craft, right? That does not happen overnight. It means that we must, on a daily basis, put at least 1 hour into those 3 categories And I'm telling you, people, I'm telling you from my very bones, your game will improve. If you don't evolve, you die. If we don't evolve, we just fade away into obscurity. Now more than ever, I implore everyone who's watching this, I just implore you, get on top of what is going on. There's a lot of people that I'm looking here who are going to be just fine. But there's a lot of people who I don't know who aren't digging into what's next, what's coming, what the little nuances in the real estate market, in the social media trending market, what people are watching, what people are not watching, how to get in front of them, how to be at listing. People are not, they're not practicing their game and they're not evolving. And I fear that they will devolve into obscurity. And I'm certainly not trying to scare anyone here. I'm not a scaremonger. I'm super Mr. Pumped positive guy. But that's it for that is it. That's the secret of becoming a real estate ninja. The categories, one more time, is discovery, effort, ability. Love you guys. Thank you so much for joining me on this Monday Mantra on a beautiful, blazing hot California Monday. We are cruising into the summer. I will be here again next Monday. There'll be a lot more stuff coming out this week. If you want to see this mantra again, it will be up on YouTube, on Peter Lorimer Official on YouTube shortly. Thank you for joining me. I love you guys, and I appreciate you being here. Thanks for the hearts, everyone. And bye, Facebook, and goodbye, Instagram. Until next time, adios.